Hey guys, today we're doing a dark red, like metallic look. I'm probably going to call it the Cranberry look, so if that's in the title, that's what we named it. Today I'm only using Jaclyn Hill's Morphe Palette. I will be telling you my cons and the pros and cons of this palette from my point of view throughout the video. Sorry if I blab, this will be a talking one because it makes it a little bit easier for me to edit during my mental health issue time. So I have been having a little bit more than usual, so that's why I'm talking through it this time. So if I start blabbing, my greatest apologies, please forgive me. So if you want to see how to get this look, keep watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I probably admitted it in the intro, but this is going to be a voiceover, and I'm not going to try to babble at all. It's just going to be mostly a tutorial, but I figured this would be a little bit easier on me because lately I've been having some issues mentally, so this might be easier for me to edit. So let's just get right into this. As I said in the intro, this is a full Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette look. I will be telling you some flaws and some pros to the product so far that I've experienced. I've only used it maybe once before this, actually, to be completely honest with you. Actually twice, if you admit earlier today, because I used it once before I did this look to see if I could do another look, and I didn't like the way it turned out, so I wiped it off. So one of the cons I'm going to say to you right off the bat is it does stain a little bit. I was wiping it off and it did not want to come off my eye. Luckily, concealer is the magic eraser for your face. So talking about concealer, let's start with it. I'm using a Maybelline's Cover Stick Concealer. You can use any eyeshadow primer. I just always preferred using concealer because I just feel like it helps hide everything that's there. So if you have moles or what's it called? Love marks on your eyes or scars, it just helps kind of hide all that. Yeah, sorry for this if you can see it, like you can kind of see it in the viewfinder for me. I don't know what happened there. My eyes didn't water today. My concealers went on fine. I mean, I had to put a little bit more because when I dabbed it to fix something, it like took off a little bit more, so I had to repair some of the parts, but it's like not even the part that I repaired. So I don't know what happened there. This always seems to happen whenever I have to film. So sorry for that mishap. I'm gonna still film today. I hope you guys just ignore this, because you know, sometimes you just have bad makeup days. Who else is a little bit bothered when you look at this? You see the colors like this, but the names of the colors is not directly behind the color. It starts from here. These colors are over here. Start from here instead of just like, oh, here's the color, here's the name. That teaks me up. Having issues today. That bothers me because I have a little bit of OCD for my schizophrenia, and that just bothers my OCD a lot. So first and foremost, since we just put the concealer on, I'm going to set it with this color. It's called In Light. It's a little bit, it looks like it's a little bit mix of matte and shimmer, and I didn't realize that until I put it right here, and it's shimmering, and I didn't realize that. I was hoping it was a matte color, but with the lighting I was using and the way that it looks, it does look like it's like a shimmer also. So from afar, it looks like a matte. Up close, and once you get the top layer off, it looks like a shimmer. I mean, look at that. That's a shimmer. I wasn't expecting that, let's be honest. Okay, I just told you guys I wouldn't blab, so I'm gonna try to quit now. Okay, so next color we're using is this one right here. 3in Silk Cream. Taking a fluffy brush, and I'm applying this in the crease. After that, I'm going to this orange color right here, and this one's called Creamsicle. Creamsicle, when I think of that, I think of just like a cream color and maybe an icier tone. I don't know. The pros is it does look like they blend very nicely, which is always a great thing to have, because sometimes you just get pigments that like to stay still where they're, where they're placed, instead of just blending out. Next, I'm going to this, I don't know, I guess I would call it like a light brown, but that's what I would call it because I'm very lazy with names. This one's called Pooter. Don't care for the name of that one either. You know, you do you, girl. One of the bad things I noticed when I was doing my first look, the one I'm not doing now, some of the darker shades, they come off very easily. So once you put it on and then you go to blend, I notice a lot of the colors come off. And like in the weirdest places. So like if I put a dark red right here, like I will have right here, it will come off like in the middle where most of the color is, and like it would be white underneath almost. Now that, it only did it a couple of times, so maybe just it's a build up color. But I noticed that, and I noticed it bothered me a little bit. So next color after this, right here, and this one is, gotta find it, 1, 2, 3, 4 over, Roxanne. So I'm gonna put this where I'm gonna put an even darker red. Clean off my brush, and then I'm gonna blend it in circular motions where it lies. Now we're going to an even darker slash brighter red, which is right here next to Roxanne. It's called Jazz. I take some on the same fluffy brush and I'm going to place it where I want it mostly, which is right here. Now I do go back a lot to that color to add more color because this is one of the ones I was saying that kind of comes off. Bringing the color towards the center, I actually want most of it to cover most of the eye, except for like the inner corner. But I'm doing it slowly so I'm not putting too much on and then mess up. Another pro about this palette is I do like the color ranges. It goes from like reds to blues to one purple. And that's a little bit different from what I'm used to seeing in a lot of palettes. Except for after I say this, I bet you more palettes will come out with that and that would just contradict everything I said. Okay, so for these dark, like way shimmers, I'm going to call them way shimmers because they're really shimmery. Like these and everything, I usually use my fingers to make sure I grab most of the pigmentation with my, I want to say damp, but they're not damp, they're my humid fingers, because they have like texture, moisture, I don't know, but, and sorry if I look like Kristen Stewart, leaving my mouth open during this entire video. I am sick and my nose is a little bit stuffy. So we're going to go to this red right here. This one right here, that's Cran Apple. I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to put it right in the center, like from here to over here. Looks like I'm going to have to fix this eyelash ready. So yeah, do that. So I'm going to put it like that. Look at that. Look how pigment that is. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, because again, I don't know how well my camera viewfinder is catching me. Because you know, that happens. And I'm going to put it all over my lid except for that white area. And now I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Faint. I'm going to clean off my finger. And I'm going to put it right here in the white area. Oh yeah, it is. That definitely is it. It just doesn't look like that color on the eye. Taking that same color, Faint, and I'm going to put it right here in the tear duct. See, it doesn't look like it comes on quite as bright. Still bright, but not quite as bright. Now, going back to Creamsicle right here, I'm going to line my lower lid, that came up a lot, with the color. This is going to help provide an ombre look. I have to have my mirror a little bit closer to me. Oh god, that's different. Now going back to this one, which is I think Roxanne. Yeah, it is, okay. And I'm going to go over that orange with it. Up till about right here. Then I'm going to go back to that red next to it, which is called Jazz. And I'm going to put it right at the end. Taking that color that we used to set our concealer with, this one right here called In Light, that I mistaken as a matte, and it really isn't. I'm going to place this right in my brow bone. Usually, I've been going more to mattes for here, but I haven't been filming that because I just started recently doing it. I've been watching more videos and people have been like saying, this looks better. I guess it's by preference. I like either or, but when I do certain looks, I do notice that the matte white looks better, or cream white looks better under the eyebrow when you're doing more like darker looks, because it helps pop up the colors. So it's just something new I'm trying. For lashes, I am not adding eyeliner. Why, you probably are wondering, is unlike the rest of the beauty guru community, I have a very hard time with eyeliner. No matter how much I've practiced with it, I think it's my eye shape. This one's a little bit shaped different from this one, so I always feel like I'm failing myself when I don't get them the same. So due to my different eye shapes, it's not like big prominent, but when you're putting the eyeliner on, you notice it more and more. And my OCD gets bothered by it, so I don't add eyeliner that much because of that one situation. And it's not my fault, it's just the way I was born. It has my eyes are weirdly different shaped a little bit, and you don't really notice it unless you really look at them. So the eyelashes I'm using is Kiss Lashes in Shy. They're not really long, but I'm going to cut at least one lock off from here, and I'm going to cut the because I know some of them have a very sharp end and it can bother your inner corner. So I just like to cut a little bit of that off so it doesn't go poking in the eye. I'm using Kiss adhesive. I usually use Revlon eyelash glue, but for some reason they stopped selling it in stores at Walmart, so you have to purchase them online. And it's just more convenient to get the Kiss one because it's pretty good. It does release your lashes a little bit. I mean, it's not as strong as a hold as the Revlon, but it's better than the other ones in my opinion. Now, I just finished putting my eyelash on. I usually leave it alone for a little bit. I let it set where it sits before putting any mascara on. Mainly because these inner corners, no matter how well I put them on, they still like to come off. Don't know why, it's an inner corner thing. So I like to let it sit for a minute before I put any mascara on. So I'm going to put on my lipstick. I'm putting on NYX Full Throttle lipstick in 03. It's also called Kiss the Dust. It's a very like brown color, not like very brown. To add a little bit of a twist to it though, I'm going to go to Jaclyn palette and I'm going to add this color right here called Sissy with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put it on my lips where it's most fullest. I'm going to also go back to Faint, and I'm going to put it like in the center of this area. That will help make your lips look more full. It brings more of a different color than you would normally find in stores for lipstick, because we all run into those problems. And it also can give a metallic look to your lips, which a lot of people are getting into nowadays with a holographic look. So now that it's dried a little bit, I'm going to use my Styla Huge Extreme Lashes mascara. That's how you get this look. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm sorry if I blabbed a little too much. I do that. What I think about this palette real quick, mind you, is I got it mostly because it's Morphe. To be completely honest with you, I do follow Jaclyn Hill, but I'm not a huge fan of her personally. I just like the makeup look she comes up with. Why? I mean, it's just a personal preference. Everyone gets, you know, along with different people. I just don't think I would get along with her. Maybe, maybe not, I wouldn't know. The cons is what I said. It does stain the eyes a little bit when you try to take it off if you mess up. I noticed my OCD gets bothered by the fact that the colors don't align with the names, which is, like I said, these colors right here, their names are on the other side, right here, instead of following, like, so if you say the colors right here, you could just, like, oh, the colors right here, the name. That bothers me. That could just be a personal OCD thing though. The colors are very pretty. I like how it's very different colors and different palettes than I'm used to seeing in stores, at least. The shimmers are very pigmented. The mattes, they do come off a little bit easier when you're trying to blend them out. But that's all I can find so far since I've only really used it. I used it once, like one color once with a different palette. And then I used it today twice with 2 different looks, trying to get a good look that I wanted for you guys. I will probably still use it for the different like blues and stuff like that, but will I go grabbing it a lot? Probably not. So that's my input. Don't let my judgment, you know, change it for you. Go ahead and try if you want. If you feel like that's not your thing, that's not your thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, like, comment, and subscribe.